At least 37 people have died in extensive flooding in the Balkans. Tens of thousands of others have been forced to evacuate their homes. The Sava River, which has already burst its banks, continues to prove a threat to cities in Bosnia and Serbia. Well, Novak Djokovic, who won the Italian Open yesterday, is donating his winnings, €384,000 going to flood victims. His foundation has also so far raised €100,000. And you can see he joins us live now via Skype from Belgrade. Novak, thanks for your time. How has it made you feel watching the pictures that are coming out of your country?
Well, thank you very much for having me. It is devastating to see these photos, these images. Obviously, I was the whole last 7 days in Rome playing a tennis tournament, but part of me was with my thoughts and with my emotions back with my people, and I was very sad to see what is going on, and I tried to contribute in every possible way to raise the awareness about these floods that have been in the last 5 days of epical and probably biblical proportions. It hasn't been remembered in the last 130 years that we had such a natural disaster. People are losing their homes, people are losing animals. We're a country that heavily relies on the agriculture, so there are many people who lose all their material goods and everything that was the mainstream of their income. So they will have to start from scratch. The government is using all in their power and all their gathering their resources via their bank transfers and PayPal to gather as much funds to help restore a country's infrastructure. The damage is massive, and the positive thing is that the people of Serbia, Bosnia, Croatia, of the whole region are united in these difficult times.
Obviously, huge economic impact, Novak, but emotional as well. What have people who you've been speaking to, your friends, your family, say about how they're coping emotionally?
It is very, very difficult for everybody who comes from this region, regardless if you're present or not present. I felt uncomfortable, to be honest with you, playing on the tennis tournament in a way because I wasn't able to physically be present there and to help people in need, because last 3-4 days, the biggest help that people could give is their own physical help. So there has been over tens of thousands of people being involved in the actions of gathering every possible help that they could get, the food, the shelters, the clothes, everything they could get. So there's been a lot of good heart. A lot of people obviously feel very compassionate with the ones that lost their homes. There has been already over 25,000 people that have been evacuated. So it is a real state of emergency, and everybody is working the best they can.
Novak, as I mentioned, you are giving your winnings to help the people there, raising money as well. What actually do you think that money can do? What are you hoping it achieves?
Well, yes. I mean, I definitely felt the need that this is at least that I could do. Not just myself, but everybody from Serbia, from athletes to all the people, famous people and ordinary people are trying to contribute in whichever way they can. And my foundation, Novak Djokovic Foundation, is registered in UK and US, and it offers options for the people worldwide to donate. We have PayPal and bank transfers, and we would use that money to restore the kindergartens and the schools, with, of course, partnering with the government, government of Serbia is going to be the key partners in identifying where the help is needed the most. So we are very active. We are trying to speak about this. We are trying to raise the awareness. It is not an easy times, but I want to thank to you and to all the people out there internationally who are each day sending their help, sending their best, and being very compassionate. And people of Serbia definitely need it as much as they can.
Well, not so far away. We're just hearing from the Reuters news agency, Novak, that more than a quarter of Bosnia's 4 million people, so 1 million people in Bosnia, have been affected by this flooding. The foreign minister telling a news conference that 100,000 houses and other buildings are now completely unusable and 1 million people cut off from clean water supplies. The scale of it is incredible. I mean, you mentioned about doing what you can on the ground as well. Do you plan to visit any of these hard-hit communities?
Well, I have Roland Garros big tournament coming my way in just 7 days time. So I will try in these couple of days to be involved as much as I can and contribute in every possible way. I'm following the news 24/7, not just from Serbia, but as you mentioned, from Bosnia and Croatia. And I see that the situation in Serbia is getting a little bit better in some cities, but the capital city, Belgrade, is now under danger because the the water rainfalls are coming downstream from the further north. So we are expecting a big wave on Wednesday or Thursday that could eventually be a danger for our city. So it's still not over, and when it's finished, when the floods are backed up, that's when we are going to face a very difficult period of recovery for our country, for our people, and that's going to last for a month or maybe years, depending on how much help we can actually get.
Serbian Grand Slam tennis champion Novak Djokovic, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.